So we have some country style ribs that we are going to marinate for dinner tonight. So I'm gonna get in our cabinet and see what we can grab to marinate it with. I'm gonna get some onion powder. Let's see what else. Chicken. We got our wooded beardsman that we always like to use. We got some garlic salt. Let's see.
There you go. Here's a big chocolate ice cream and vanilla.
Thank you, Lovey. Let's see what else. I think we'll do a little bit of seasoning salt. And then we'll just use some regular salt and pepper, and probably a little bit of A1, which is right here. I know it's for country style ribs, but okay. So we're going to get our ribs. So we're going to marinate them now for a couple hours. And then we'll cook them later. Just going to put them in a Ziploc bag. So that way it contains all the flavors. It seals it nice. You could put it in the fridge without making a giant mess. Okay, so there's only 4 ribs in here, so I'm gonna do enough seasoning for the 4. Alright, so I got onion powder. Just gonna dump it in there. I got some garlic salt. Remember to be marinating it, and it's also going to be taken out of the bag, so if you add a little bit of extra stuff, it's not going to be like so overpowering. A little blackening, not too much. Always add more later because the kids are going to be eating this, so you don't want them to have too bad of an experience. So, take that. Leave a little bit of air in there. So, right now we're just shaking up. You can see they're not overly spiced, but you know, just enough to get like a nice coating on it. And that's why I'm gonna put a little bit of A1 in there. Don't worry, I'll wash the outside of the bottle. Flip it over. Just enough for it to kind of sit in it. So, I mean, we're seasoning it enough to where by the time we cook it, it'll have a nice flavor. It smells delicious. Alright, so now we're just going to put it in the fridge for a couple hours. Then we'll throw it in the oven. Okay. So we are getting our pan ready for our short ribs. We just have a little bit of nonstick canola spray. You can use foil if you want, but I'm just gonna cook them directly in the pan. I set the oven to 325 degrees. It smells really good.
Can I smell?
Smell?
Oh yeah, it smells good.
Smells good. All right, so just gonna lay them in here.
I can smell it.
Yeah.
It smells like barbecue sauce.
Kind of, yeah. They're gonna kind of touch each.
Look like meat.
It is meat.
It smells
So
like
anything
meat.
extra out of the bag, we're just gonna dump on top of there. We have this. I need to get in the oven. We're gonna put it in the oven. Over here. Straight in the oven. Gonna set the oven probably for about
An hour?
40 minutes just to let it cook. Slow cook. Yeah, we're close. You're almost close. You're close to an hour. So, pork's in. Oven's at 325. The ribs have been marinating probably for about 4 hours. So, they should have plenty of flavor in them. We're going to get a pot out.
Green beans.
And Oliver is going to help me pick some green beans. And then we will season them, get them started. We are also going to be making baked potatoes.
Ooh, nice.
We just have Idaho potatoes that we cleaned off earlier. We'll wrap them, but we won't put those in for probably until the timer rings, which is 40 minutes, because we don't want them to get done way before the ribs. So typically we would be making a meal that's probably going to be pretty quick, a little bit easy, but I bought some of the spare ribs a couple days ago, wanted to try them, so this is a meal that's going to be a little more time consuming than what you will probably typically see on the page. It just kind of depends. We're just kind of winging it and just seeing what we feel like making. Earlier, Oliver was helping do some egg cracking and scrambled eggs, and the kids were cutting some strawberries. So we're just going to kind of see a little bit of everything. Clearly, they're definitely going to be a part of what I do because they're part of what I do. So we're going to just pick some green beans. So we're going to pick the tops off.
This one?
Okay, yep. So see how, like this one, it doesn't have a top, so you don't need to do anything to it.
This one doesn't have a top.
Okay, then put it in the thing. Put it in there. So this one had a top, pick that off.
This one has a top.
Yep.
Yeah. Smells gross.
Yeah.
Smells like bread, but that's okay.
Okay. So we're gonna cut up just one onion to throw in there. I like to use my Santoku knife.
Yep.
I'm gonna sharpen it a little bit.
Look at this big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. Just
Oh, wait.
because sharpening
This
it
one has a top.
keeps it nice and sharp, obviously. So this is just a regular white onion. This is a knife. I have a couple of these for the children. I have them a couple different sizes when they do help cut items. That way they don't actually use a metal knife and cut themselves. So we're just going to cut the ends off of our onion. Now be careful because Mommy's cutting something, okay? We're gonna cut our onion in half and then just take
Mom,
the one layer off of the outside of it. What, honey?
you know that onions make your tears come out?
Do they? Yeah, Ollie let us know that earlier. So.
Is there any more green beans in there, Mom?
Nope, that's it.
Yes.
So what I like to do is...
Can I put this seed in there?
Yes. I like to lay it flat. And then you're just going to cut it. We're going to dice this onion. So...
There is some more. Look.
Oh, okay, honey.
Okay. So take the tops off. Put them right here.
See? Okay, now watch out. I'm putting this in that thing, so be careful.
Okay.
Just gonna throw that right in there.
I need help. Okay.
You hold it together like this. It's easier to slice and dice your onion. Some people cut them. Some people cut them to where they leave the root on the onion. That way it actually holds the whole onion together.
Can I throw this in?
Yes. So then that way when you cut the onion, as you can see, we just have a little diced onion in there. Not much of anything. Onion, pepper.
It makes you sneeze.
Pepper.
Not too much, not too little.
Yep.
If you put a lot in there, it makes you sneeze.
Okay, so we're going to stir up our green beans. You can see they're starting to cook pretty good. I'm going to turn this down to low so they kind of simmer. I'm going to throw in some butter for some flavor. So, got some butter in there. Let's see, we're going to check our ribs out. See how they're doing. They smell amazing. Oh yeah, get nice and soft. Oh my god, they smell so good. Just gonna throw those back in. And we're also going to add potatoes. Throw those in. And pretty much just let it go for probably another 35 minutes on 325. Green beans. Pretty much just gonna let it cook until it's ready. We're gonna check it again in about 35 minutes. Pork, a lot of people cook it to 165. That's how a lot of people are comfortable having their pork. It is actually safe at 145. We're probably gonna cook it to 165. We're just used to eating it that way. Always kind of have. My children are used to having it that way. So is my husband. So we're just gonna go with that. So we're just gonna pretty much let the green beans continue to simmer. We'll let the potatoes cook and let the pork chops kind of do their thing. Sorry, pork ribs do their thing while they're in the oven. Just kind of low and slow. I'll go for there. A little salt.
Oh, that looks cool in there.
Yep, we like to use kosher salt. We use kosher salt.
No.
I use kosher salt for everything, even baking. I like the taste of it better. I just use it. It's better for you. So we're gonna fill our pot up with water.
Yay.
Probably about a quarter of the way to the green beans. So not quite half, but about right there. So,
I want to wash.
okay, hold on, buddy. That way it can start simmering, but then like it'll not be like just drowning in liquid. So watch out, I'm gonna turn this on. So
No, I'm close to the pond.
you're fine. So we have our green beans on. Watch out. We have our ribs in the oven.
Now it's like with the potatoes.
We have potatoes ready to be wrapped.
I didn't help them.
I will show you. So,
We can help.
yeah. So, okay, so we're just gonna wrap our potatoes. We're not putting them in the oven yet. We still have about half hour before we need to actually check our ribs. So,
Do I have any vinyl from this?
what?
Zip from there.
No, buddy. Yes, I would do.
Because I was like so close.
No, honey, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so literally just like a baked potato, oil, potato.
Am I getting it?
Yes, honey.
Oh.
Take it,
Oh, that's how you wrap it.
roll it.
It's like you're making a burrito.
Yep. Okay, hold on. Whoop. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Roll. Put those on the sides.
I want to do it.
Okay. I know you guys can both do one, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this is for yours. This one's for yours. Watch the knife. And then Mommy will do the last one.
Mine is that way.
There.
Is this how you do it? Mom, is this how you do it?
Yes, buddy. Here, come on.
I'm trying to.
So that's one of the other things. Is obviously cooking with children.
Where should I put?
Just right here. Right here.
I want to put it.
Okay. That's all we're doing. Okay, we're not doing anything else right now with these. We're just gonna leave them. So, obviously, cooking with children, you're gonna have a lot of interruptions, but you know, that's kind of one of the things that I wanted to highlight on this page is, you know, we're all parents, or you know, you have nieces or nephews, or you're some type of caregiver, whether it's animals, parents, children, your spouse, whoever it is. So, you know, you're gonna have interruptions, but there's no reason that you can't make a decent meal, no matter the meal, and it tastes good and be good for you and not take your entire day, because realistically you're gonna have interruptions. Life happens every single day. So, I mean, it's nice that I can have my children help me. I'm glad that they want to help me. So sometimes it's just trying to be patient with them. It's like when you're trying to show somebody how to do something for the first time and they're doing it wrong, and you just want to say, just let me do it for you. But I have to remember too, like, they're trying to learn. So I need to like step back and just, okay, be patient, let them do it and let them learn. Because that's how they're gonna learn. But if they want to be in here with me, helping me, then that's fine. I'd much rather them do that. So, yes, buddy. Yeah, hold on one second. So, here in a little bit, we will come back to the pork, check our green beans, and then probably throw our potatoes in at that time, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so the green beans are nice and done. Pork is done. Literally just waiting on baked potatoes to be done. And they're just about there. I'd say about 10 more minutes on those. So we're getting very close to everything being done. We'll cover those back up. I'm just gonna continue to let these simmer for a minute. And come back in about 10 more minutes. Okay, so potatoes are done. Nice and soft. Green beans, pork. So now we're gonna put together plates for dinner. These are very hot, so be very careful. Couple of green beans for each kid.
Is somebody in the bathroom?
Nope.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
No? What? Take one pork rib. Now these do have bones in them, so be careful when you're giving them to children. My kids don't eat a ton at a time, so just gonna break it up a little bit. That was a piece of a bone.
Why? Making a video?
Yep, I'm just putting the food on the plate.
When are we making blueberry muffin?
After we eat dinner, okay?
Oh, okay. The fire's still on.
What? Oh, shut her off.
So, off in the living room?
Yes, honey.
Huh?
Yes, honey.
Oh, like four.
Kids don't like barbecue sauce.
No,
I
don't
like
want-
barbecue sauce. I know, buddy.
Oh, you were just talking to the other kids in the video.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A little butter. My son doesn't like butter on his potatoes, so I'm not going to give him butter on his
Me?
potato.
I don't want any butter.
I know that one. But there's our meal.
Yep, this is our meal.
Hold on. What do you think, Ollie? Is it good?
Yes, it's very good.
What do you like most?
Both. Both.
Like the green beans and the potato
And the steak.
and the pork? It's pork, baby.
Yes, pork.
All right. Good job.